saying that this film is such a showcase for the acting talent involved in the film. Your sequence, obviously, with Meryl Streep is an extended one. You know, how invigorating was it for you? It's almost a film within a film.
Mm-hmm. It was very invigorating. I like that word, by the way, invigorating. People wouldn't necessarily use that word to describe that scene, but it's a perfect word. Because it's invigorating when you actually find the character, you know, the emotional life of the character, and to work opposite Meryl Streep and to have it just kind of fly and work. It's a huge satisfaction because that's what you want to achieve as an actor. Mm-hmm.
How do you gauge the progress of that scene? It's an extended sequence, but it goes through several different emotional...
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you gauge it by... You do all your work, first of all. All the work that you have to do beforehand, which is all the theater, acting, kind of lingo work. You know, you do your bio, you rehearse. We had a rehearsal. You ask questions, you figure out what your objective is, all that. And then when you get on the set, you have to relax and leave yourself alone. And trust that everything that you lay down is going to carry you there. To simplify it, simplify it.
How much does, I'm sure, that the natural intimidation of working opposite someone like Meryl Streep enhance the performance?
Well, it certainly builds fear in you and nerves. So you feel like you're under duress to really deliver. So that works. But, you know, she's an actor. You know, people, you know, beyond being an icon and a star and a celebrity and all that, what's beautiful about her is she's an actor. And if she's an actor, then she's the perfect person to work with in the scene. She's the easiest person to work with because whatever happens, she's going to give you what you need and want without you even having to ask for it. And that's, I have to tell you, that's what added to the ease of the scene. Ease, Meryl Streep, those are not two words to put together either, but, you know, there you go.
If I'm not mistaken, your character isn't even in the play, is she?
She is in the play.
Oh, she is,
absolutely.
okay.
And she has one scene in the play
also. The son
also.
is not.
The son is not,
right, okay.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult was it for you to rationalize the decisions of your character as a mother?
It was really, really difficult. It took me months because I just had to retrain and refocus my thinking. And I had to redirect it by not thinking in terms of political issues, but thinking in terms of human issues. And when I simplified it, and I said, she's just fighting for her son because she loves him. I was like, that's it. That's all it is. And then that made sense to me, you know. When I got in my head and I tried to, you know, think of it, you know, politically, it didn't work.
Right. Yeah. It's an extraordinary decision, though. Was it? And it's still very shocking, I think, and powerful in the film.
Mm-hmm. It's an extraordinary decision because it's not an easy one, and it's not one that mothers make every day. Like I say, it's a Sophie's choice. That's what it is. It's a Sophie's choice decision. It's like the women who killed their children during slavery because they didn't want them to live a life of bondage, you know, infanticide cases. It's that kind of love. You know, it's a kind of love that you hope you never have to face as a parent. But if you had to, you would have to. You know, it's jump in the water and save my child, and even if I have to die in the meantime kind of love. Right. And it is literally the basis for just fabulous drama.
Right, yeah. It does enable the film to bring in the social context and some of the sacrifices that were made. You know, how I'm always struggling with this question. You know, how the racial component sort of heightens.
It heightens it because it adds another obstacle to it. Because in my scene, the reason why I'm fighting so hard is because I don't have any other choice. In 2008, I could take him out of school, put him in another school, you know. But here, this is the end of the road. And if it's the end of the road, then I'm really going to fight to the death, you know, because I need for him to get through, you know. And I guarantee you, whenever you face anything in your life and you've only had one choice, and that's it, it makes a difference in how hard you fight for it, you know. And so that's what the racial component adds, and every other component has. It's that.
Right. How do you think the element of doubt manifests itself in your character?
I just don't care. My character doesn't care about doubt. I mean, she's like, doubt? What's doubt? Doubt is life. She's wiser than that. You know, she knows that whatever I'm thinking about Father Flynn, whatever I'm thinking about you, I don't even care about that. What I care about in the end is my son. What my thinking and my process and my prejudice, I'm going to sacrifice, I'm going to toss out the window if I could save him. In a sense, she's the most progressive character in the whole lot of them.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your performance obviously is getting a lot of traction, and these questions are impossible to answer, but do you feel like this might be your moment? You've arrived at a place that, you know, you're being offered some really meaty roles and things?
You know what? After this, I think I'm going to be a star. You know, I've made it. You know, and I got about 0 jobs lined up that prove it. No, really. No, I feel like it's like my husband says. You know, he's like he says, I always dreamed of being an actor. So if I'm working, I've made it.
Right.
You know, and that's how I feel. I'm working. You know, I had this wonderful job. That's number one. Number two, look at the pedigree. I mean, I don't need anything else. Nothing else. This is fantastic. I mean, I need another job.
Except another job.
But I'm not saying that I'm
yeah.
talking about the Oscar nomination. I need another job.
Do you think the performances are all at this level because you all have a background in theatre? I mean, it is a very theatrical piece.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very theatrical. I mean, it's theatrical because, of course, it was based on the play, and the scenes obviously are so long. Usually scenes aren't that long. That's how you know it's a play. It was a play at one point. And so it really, more so than having training in the theater, which is good, is being an actor and knowing how to sustain a performance, you know, and knowing how to work in the process of working served us all well in this piece.